Hi, I'm Chris Dykes, co-founder and CEO of Clear Blue Design. We're a development shop that specializes in taking ideas from napkin sketch all the way to completed and marketed products. Our latest product is called TeamTime, and I'm going to give you a little demonstration today of what TeamTime is, why we made it, and how it can help you out. Looking at our slogan here on the website, track time if you must. Anybody who's tracked time, and that's pretty much everybody over the course of their careers in some job, knows that it's painful. Nobody wants to track their time. So why do we do it? Well, the output that we get from it is why. There's a lot of things that we can glean from the information that we collect. And in our case, being a development shop ourselves, we have three reasons why we find tracking time beneficial. Number one, we have some clients that are billable clients. So we work a certain amount of time over the course of a month on task A, task B, project A. At the end of the month, we bill that client for the work that we did. So if we didn't track our time, we would have no idea what to bill. It would not be fair to our clients, and it wouldn't be fair to ourselves because we would not necessarily be billing for all the time that we spent, and the transparency just would not be there. Reason number two that we track time is to better understand the projects that we have taken on. How much time did they end up taking as compared to how much time we thought they would take in the beginning? How much did it really cost us to take on this project? And that may be a project for a client, it may be an internal project. The development of TeamTime is a perfect example of that. How much did it really take for us to make this happen? Because we all know developers are infamous for their ability to underestimate how long something will take, and we tend to not get better over time. It really takes something like TeamTime that can give us very specific metrics as to what occurred that can help us to get better at that. The third reason, our office is based in a college town, so we pretty much always have a good stream of interns working for us who are part-time employees, and we kind of need them to track their time so that we can tell how much we need to pay them. It's that simple. Those are the three reasons why we do it. We want to know how much to bill our clients fairly. We want to know if we're getting better at estimating projects and whether we were profitable on a project. And third, paying employees who are hourly workers. So what are the key tenets of TeamTime? Smoothest integration with Basecamp. We have been a Basecamp team for over 10 years. We've used Basecamp to manage projects, to collaborate on those projects with both remote employees and local employees. Sometimes it's just as easy to treat the person sitting next to you like they're across the world and to send them a message in Basecamp as opposed to interrupting their current work and blurting something out. So we love Basecamp. We wanted to build something that kind of added to the value of Basecamp and fit hopefully within their general philosophy. Log in with your Basecamp account and immediately you see all of your projects and you're ready to go. Friendliest user experience. This is something that we just, in general, all of the projects that we do, we aim to build systems that are clean, easy, and as fun to use as they possibly can be. And as we know, tracking time is a painful process. We want to make it as painless as possible. Same pricing. TeamTime is free forever for up to 3 users and 3 projects for those 3 users. There's no 2 months or 1 month or 7 days. It's free forever as long as you're willing to live within those limitations. If you want unlimited users and unlimited projects, it's just $15 a month. Total security of your data. When we were developing this, we really pushed ourselves to only store the information that we absolutely needed to store. It's becoming more and more important to be cognizant of people's privacy and to not take advantage of their data. So we within TeamTime store nothing from your Basecamp account. We don't store project names. We don't store your name. The only thing that we store are the start and end times for the logs that are entered into TeamTime, and tie those to the Basecamp project IDs. So I'm going to show you now what TeamTime looks like. Let's scroll back up to the top here, go to the App Store. Going to download TeamTime for Basecamp. Now I'm going to open it up. And the way that I sign in is using my Basecamp account. We're not creating additional accounts here. There's no reason for us to do that. And it makes it easier on you to not have another account. So when the app pulls up, I immediately have access to all of the projects that are on my Basecamp account. And in this case, the Basecamp account for Clear Blue Design Company. The way that we do that is we are accessing Basecamp's APIs in real time. We're not storing this information on our servers. There's no need for us to do that, so we're not doing it. We're calling the Basecamp APIs. You can see every project here, and I can start logging time to it immediately. If I've been working on some business development tasks today, I can log time directly to business development. Maybe I spent 4 hours working on general business development. Now maybe I want to get a little bit more granular about the work that I'm doing. What we're doing is we're pulling in the to-do lists from Basecamp for each one of these projects as well. So you can log time to the project as a whole or to a specific to-do list within that project. We don't go down to the task level because time tracking is painful enough without forcing people to go down to that level. It's much easier to think about things from what did I spend some time on? Was I working on this project? Was I working on, maybe some subsection of that project? But the more granular that you get, the more painful it becomes, and we didn't want to go down that road. People stop using it, and then you're not getting the output that you really need. So say I spent some time today working on general business development, but then I spent some more time on putting together some contracts for potential clients. So I can go down, pick this to-do list for quotes and contracts, and maybe I spent another 3 hours on that. Can save that one. And then maybe right now I'm starting to work on this project called Idle, which is a mobile app that we developed a couple of years ago and that we do ongoing work for. So I can go ahead and just start that timer right now. And now I've got time logs going for 7 hours of my day, and now I just started a time tracker for this Idle project that I'm about to start doing work on. When I'm finished with it, I can just hit the stop button. I can go back in at any time and edit these time logs that I have in here. I can change that one down to 3 hours. Very simple, very straightforward. And then additionally in the app, I can go to my totals for the week. I can go to team totals for the week. I can see what everybody's been working on. I can look at totals by user. I can go to the month. I can see all this information right there at my fingertips. I can export to a CSV straight from the app. Solves my greatest problems of just having this information, being able to bill people appropriately, knowing if we're spending way too much time on a project or not enough time, and being able to pull up the users, pull up people within the team who have been doing work, who may be hourly employees, and being able to pay them appropriately. Now switching over to the website, you can see that we do have a portal built into the website. So I can go here and it pulls up same things that we have in the app, but it also allows me to manage my subscription, where I could take it from a free subscription to a paid subscription very easily. Say it's the end of the month, I want to go back to October and I want to look at what all did we do in October. Here's everything. I'm going to export that information to a CSV file. And then I could take that information and import it into some other system that I may have for accounting purposes or for payment purposes. While some teams may have a need to export to a CSV and import into some billing system, we find it most beneficial to just come in here at the end of the month, look at the month stats as a whole, pull up QuickBooks, make the invoices that we need to make, and distribute them as needed. Also of note here is that this Team Totals tab is something that is only available to admins within the Basecamp account. So there's no specific permissions within TeamTime itself. Everybody has access to My Totals in their app as well as in the portal. Everybody has access to some basic settings. Everybody has access to log their own time, but only admins within the Basecamp account can see team totals across the entire team, as well as have the ability to upgrade to an unlimited plan. That's just a quick overview of TeamTime. We really built this product out of an internal need that we felt we could solve. We wanted something that was smoothly integrated with Basecamp, that was easy to use, that made this painful process of logging time as painless as possible, and that we could make affordable for other people to use as well, and that really took data security into mind and did not try to take advantage of people's information in ways that it should not be. So please check out TeamTime if you're a Basecamp user. Thank you very much for your interest in TeamTime.